to get her used to, before I would take the next step of standing kind of on the syrup and hanging on. First of all, she's had like 3.5 days off. I'm not going to just go straight back on to doing that. So the next thing I'm going to do would be like if I had to, for some reason, get halfway on because this fell or she took off with me while my foot got stuck or something, my foot would be touching all in here. Now, you can see she's fine with my hand, but a boot feels differently. So the next thing I would do, I was going to bring her head in about halfway. Not all the way, I don't even have the rein that tight. It's about halfway there, or all the way I guess in her case. And I'm just going to rub my boot there to see what that reaction is. If she doesn't do anything, I'm going to get down and reward her. Now some horses are fine with the hand and not okay with the boot. It feels different, it's rougher, it's firmer, it can be sometimes colder because it's leather. So, or it can be hotter because it's leather. So those are things, I just take baby steps because I'm nervous with her because she is so reactive. Most of the time she's really good, but there's moments where she's extremely reactive. So that's why I'm taking my time and taking all these baby steps. Get up here and do it again. Just rub everywhere. Good. She's good with that. So we're going to go back to the basics here. Wrap my rein. Push down. Woo! There. You can see her start to move away a little bit. She didn't really like that. So I just kept doing it until she came back for where I needed her, until she stood still. It's hard to get them where you need them, you know? Because then they keep moving. I don't like to rush it. I rushed it with Boog, and look at that disaster. I took time with the other two mares because they were the first two I ever started. That's what I want to do with her. I want to be a good, quiet first ride. So I'm going to put my boot here, wrap my rein. The reason I wrap my rein is if I lose my grip for a second, she's going to take her head, and if I have to, for some reason, pull myself up here, she has her head, and we're probably going to get kicked or bucked off. Maybe, probably, I don't know. So if I wrap it, if I lose it for a second, it's got to unravel 2 or 3 times before it'll loosen. So. That was good. I'll reward that. There. So, start off with the basics on the same thing on this side. She's not as reactive on this side with the syrup snapping. So here's where I'm going to pick her head up. Good girl. I'm going to rub her with my boot. Ooh, she's a little flinchy. She jumped a little bit there. Good. Now you don't always have to step down to release. It can be release of the rein, release of what you're doing. I like to move around and then kind of mix it up on him. Alright, so she's doing good with my foot. I'm going to wrap this rein. Here she's kind of leaning. This is when I wouldn't step completely up because it's going to throw her off balance, which could spook her. So I'm just going to bounce my foot. There. So she wants to move. Come in. Come in. She's paying attention to the rabbits and the turkeys rather than me. So there. I work her a couple laps and bring her back and ask her to come stand. There. Now she's just impatient. She's just a baby. She's learning. Hey, don't. There's a lot going on. She's very concerned with the rabbit over there. Not sure why. So I won't put my foot in that stirrup until, hey, I have her attention on me. Because if I put my foot up there and surprise her, most of the time surprising them is what really blows them up. So, fun. Get out. she wants to keep fidgeting and paying attention to other things and not trying, that's when I'm going to get after her and say, look, you can work or you can stand here and be good. Which is easier? So I'm going to pick up a rain deflexor. See how she's not giving? Keep holding. So she's not going to listen. She gets to work. I gave her plenty of opportunity to give. Get moving. Get moving. Get moving. It's going to apply a lot of pressure. Make her really think about where her attention needs to be. Checking in here. She's still got her eyes on those rabbits. I'm going to bump that rein. Push that hip. Keep bumping that rein. Keep moving her. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's see, can we get her to flex now? There. Should we sensitize her real quick? Let's see if we can get her to flex. A little on the stiff side, but she's given. I don't know what she sees. I see rabbits. That's all I see. Come here. She's still focused on it, but she is paying attention a lot more. So we're going to try this again. Come on. Stop playing around. So let's try this again. Back to the beginning, since she's still worried about something over there. Pull her head over here. Get her paying attention on me. See here, she's resisting a bit. I'm going to have to kind of bump on her quite a bit over here. My foot slipped there. Good. Now, normally, come on. Normally I would keep going on that side, but since it took me so long to get her soft on that side, I'm going to let her have that one reward, because I did it a few times, and we're going to go back to the other side where she's facing away from whatever it is she's staring at. I see two rabbits, that's all I see. I don't see anything else. Alright. Back on this side. Alright, let's pull her head in. This side, she's being really quiet, really responsive, paying attention. That was really good. Hey, hey! So what happened there was she started to move. She got a little uncomfortable. Come on. She got uncomfortable, and when moving, that was fine, but she came into me in the stool. Put your head back up, bring it in here. Wrap it. See there, she got a little nervous. So I went a step back. Instead of pushing my limits, get up here. Thank you. Instead of pushing it, I went backwards. That's fine. There. That's all that's happening here. It's not a disrespect thing. She's just saying, I would rather pay attention to something else and do something else than what we're doing right here. And I'm saying, no, you have the whole day to do what you're gonna do. I want a few minutes of your day, or an hour or two of your day. Now I like that. Her head didn't go up as high. I'm gonna go back and kind of desensitize it to my foot. Good. Bring her head in. No. So if she wants to kind of push into me, quit, and ignore me a little bit, I'm gonna get after her. There we go. Good girl. Now there is actually a really good timing without me meaning to. She started to get uncomfortable, started to kind of lean like she was going to move, and I lost my balance, so I got down. So I didn't push her over her comfort zone. Alright, let's move her butt over. Work her, work her, work her. All I'm looking for is her head to come in. Good. Now I'm going to have to move my stool here, so I'm not lined up where I need to be. There. Put my foot in there a few times. Bounce. There. We're going to end with it on flexing. Keep her head down, thank you. Also like to make sure I can put her head down and keep it there. Good. Okay. So we're going to flex her on her firm side right here. See how she's not giving. There. Now here's the funny thing. She's giving really soft right now. I'm just having to bump a little because she's pulling away. But she's being so much softer than when I was asking her. Where does her attention go back? Her attention wants to keep going back to whatever she's seeing. I'm going to continue to get after her. Where's her attention? Over there, not over here. Gonna bump. Thank you. Now, if her attention's over there, but she's doing what I'm asking, I'll leave her alone gladly. But it's gonna happen. You're gonna have days where you're gonna go out and be excited, and they're just gonna be a total brat, and they're gonna have days where they're trying and you're just in a bad mood. It's hard. It's hard to try to end on a good note, because you're so frustrated and you just want them to do what you know that they know, and they're just like, my mind's somewhere else today. That's the end of the video for you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!